What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you guys the best abilities and strategy cards you can add to your theme team right now. Also, stay tuned to the end because I'm going to show you guys a ton of coins that I acquired just by grinding out the game. So make sure you stay tuned to the end because I still got them in my item binder and I'm going to show you what I got. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm going to start off with Dak Prescott first, which is my starting QB. And the reason why I'm going to start off with him because a lot of you guys want to know what I'm running on the QB because they nerf escape artists. So some of you guys are like, I'm still confused on what I should run, what's working for you and so forth. So I'm going to show you guys right here and I'm going to break it down for you. It's very simple. And if you've been watching the gameplays, you've seen that it hasn't really affected me 100%. And for some reason, in my opinion, I don't know about you guys or maybe if it's just this card, but it seems because since they nerfed escape artists that the QBs are able to run out the pocket a lot better without it. So I don't know if they had something to do with that or if they fixed it a little bit. Because before I'll stay stuck in the pocket, I couldn't even run out. It was hard for me to do it without escape artists. But since they nerfed it, the QBs are able to run out a lot faster. So I haven't noticed 100% difference. So I just want to put that out there real quick. Before I start showing you the abilities because that's something very important to know. So if you haven't been paying attention, pay attention to that because for me, I'm still getting out a lot faster. So I think that they kind of like fixed that part of it. But anyways, I run Bazooka on Dak Prescott because there's sometimes that once I activate it, I like launching it. I'll just even if it's a good defender out there, I only know that he can only run so fast and go so far. So I'm hoping that my wide receiver will dust him and I'll just launch it. But also I have to be pretty far back because if I'm kind of close to the end zone, it's like it defeats the purpose. But I'm like the 20-yard line, then I know I got a lot to work with, and I'll just launch it. And some 50, I'll say 50% of the time, maybe even more. And I'm just being modest. He'll get the job done. But if I didn't run Bazooka, I like to go Omaha or Trust. If you like to run with the QB a lot, go with Trust because he's not going to fumble it as a result of a tackle or anything else. So I'll go with Trust if you like to run it. If not, go with Omaha or Bazooka. All my abilities, I got Hot Rod Master, Threat Detector, Identifier, and Dashing Deadeye. Hot Rod Master I just put back on him, and the reason why because it does make a difference here and there. At least for me, if you guys use it all the time, then get it. But me, I use it only sometimes, and when I do use it, it does make a big difference for me. That's why. And sometimes it makes a difference between the opponent quitting or also just winning the game with that last play touchdown. Also, I got the Threat Detector because it highlights blitzers on 3rd and 4th down, and it makes a difference for me because it says it right there, highlights the blitzers on 3rd and 4th down. And if I see that this whole guy is sitting like 4 or 5 people at me, then I know that, hey, it's about to be good. It's very rare that I don't succeed. Sometimes I won't succeed because they're coming so fast and it's just the way Madden is. But majority of the times, I'm succeeding on getting a ton of yardage or getting a one-play touchdown. Also, Identifier highlights your opponent. It lets you know where your opponent is on the field. And to me, it's similar to Blitz because sometimes your opponent likes using the safety. And I'm not talking about the middle linebacker as a safety. I'm talking about the actual safety. And that's bad if they don't know how to use it because they'll be up in front like they're going to blitz you. And if I see that, I'll automatically call hike, send my receiver on a streak if he has been seeing my gameplays, and I'll dot him. It's too easy. If they don't have another safety out there in the middle, he's going to get dotted. That's like a one-play touchdown. I do it all the time. And that's because Identifier shows me where they're at. Yes, you don't have to. I mean, there's times when you'll know where they're at without it. But I want to be guaranteed to know where they're at. So I just want to answer that real quick. If you guys are like, oh, can't you tell? Yeah, at times you could tell, but there's sometimes you just can't. Then I got Dashing Deadeye because that's usually the yardage that I run when I throw on the run is up to 40 yards. If I throw more than that, I'll take a chance. But it seems that EA got this pretty accurate. When you're running on the run, you're not going to be throwing it too far. Sometimes you will, you might make it, but usually it's going to be up to 40 yards. So that to me is guaranteed. So that's why I like it. So that's what I have on my QB. And once again, it seems like he's a lot successful when it comes to the run now. He escapes out of the pocket pretty fast, unlike before where he just stood stuck in the pocket and you needed the escape artist in order for him to get out the pocket faster. On my halfback, I put Energizer on Zeke. That's the only thing I put on him is because whenever I make a skill move, he's able to recover all stamina and continue to go without him fumbling it, so it lessens the chance to fumble it. So that's really my main concern when it comes to the halfback. If I'm going to run him 2 or 3 times, I want to lessen the chance to fumble it, and the only way to do that is to make sure he has a lot of stamina as he continues to run the ball. That's very pivotal, because if you don't have none of the recuperation or energizer on him and you keep on running your halfback and you're like, oh, he's a fumble maniac, you gotta understand, after 2 plays, expect them to fumble it. That's what I always tell people. After 2 plays, expect them to fumble it if you don't have energizer or recuperation on your player. And if you do, you could get away with a lot more. Zeke, for me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, he hasn't fumbled since. And all my top 3 receivers, I got route technician. I also got double me as an X factor. It's really not a big thing unless you activate it, but the main thing is the abilities, because it's activated as soon as you go out there. It's going to work as soon as you go out there, and it does make a difference, because you'll see how much separation they get between you and the defender, right? Unless the defender got good abilities on him, they get pretty good separation. It's very rare that they don't. Only sometimes they do, because the other defender has like 1 step ahead and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll throw it sometimes hoping that he'll get it, and sometimes the defender will pick it off because they got 1 step ahead and stuff like that. But usually if they don't, that route technician will help you gain a ton of separation, and you'll be able to make tons of plays. All right, so on my defense, to simplify for you guys, all my defensive backs, which is my cornerbacks and safeties, I got acrobat. Here, I always stress the importance of acrobat. You'll see, because these defensive backs and cornerbacks, safeties, they make tremendous plays. I mean, they'll jump literally 10 feet out of nowhere, whether up or crossword, sideways, whatever, and get that ball. If you guys don't know, now you know. Some of you guys already know because you guys been using it, but it's insane, the most OP, and I'm glad it's not that much AP. Some of them I get it for 1 AP, some of them I get it for 2 AP. So that's just the way it is, and it works out fine for me. Like I really like that ability, and a lot of you guys do too. And if you guys don't, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out, because that's like, to me, the best ability on defense when it comes to your defensive backs. You can put on your other players too, but your defensive backs you're using not usering, so they'll do the job themselves when you add that on them. On my middle linebackers and also on Micah Parsons, I got Lurker on them. Just to let you guys know, I got Lurker because okay, when I'm running nickel, I'll have my safeties. So I'll have J-Ron Curse, and I also have Taylor Mays that I'm using as my safeties in the middle, or as a substitute middle linebackers. But when you're running 3-4, you can only use your linebackers, whether it's your left outside linebackers or your middle linebackers or right outside linebackers. So I make sure that all my linebackers are good regardless, because sometimes I use 3-4, and if I'm able to put Lurker on them, I do, because I have to get that animation when I'm trying to jump and get that ball when they're trying to throw it over me. A lot of times I'm successful. Sometimes I'm just not, because that's just the way the game is. But it works pretty well. If you guys been seeing the gameplays, a lot of times I run nickel, but there's sometimes when I run 3. If I can't stop a play or they keep on hitting certain routes, I was like, I'm gonna run 3-4 and see how that works. And a lot of times I become successful at that, and I make it happen. So that's why, if anything, middle linebackers, get Lurker. And if you're using your safeties, like I said, you can put Lurker on them if they have it, but it's going to cost a lot of AP. I wouldn't recommend it, because they're usually good as is. The only abilities I got on Taylor Mays, I got Acrobat, but it's not activated. Like, he has no abilities on him activated. J-Ron Curse, I got Acrobat on him, and it was just because it was only 1 AP. That's the only reason why. But if it was 2 AP, I wouldn't activate it. But otherwise, I don't even need none of them, because they'll do the job by themselves. They're so tall, and they can make plays happen when I'm running nickel. Okay, so on Charles Haley, let me show you guys what I have. So after you basically have Lurker and Acrobat, you just go ahead and go to your defense and then add experiment. That's what I'll tell you guys. You don't have to be perfect and be like, oh, I want this one. This one's great. Experiment. Try different things out on your defense, because once you have Acrobat and Lurker on your defense, with all the players that you want, then everything else experiment. That's the way I look at it. So I got Unpredictable on Charles Haley. It runs pretty decent. Like I said, it just all for experiments to see, and it all works out. On Randy Gregory, I got inside stuff. William Perry, I got inside stuff. DeMarcus Lawrence, I got inside stuff. And on Micah Parsons, because I use them as my defensive end at times too, I put Lurker as well as outside stuff, because he's on the end. So if they try to do a run play, he has outside stuff in order to help stop that play. And on Cam Chancellor, I do have Acrobat, but I also got Out of My Way. And the only reason I put Out of My Way on him, because it's 0 AP. If it costs like 1 AP, I wouldn't have it on him, but because it's 0 AP, that's why I have Out of My Way on him. Now let's go ahead and go over here. So I mean, the kicker, you guys should already know. Focus kicker, clutch kicker or whatever else you figure. But the main thing is focus kicker. Anything else after that, go ahead and add whatever you want to experiment with. I put clutch kicker because they can't, you know, they can't basically freeze me when it comes to that last play. Like, you know, they can't ice the kicker. So that's why I like the clutch kicker. On top of that, they boosted up the AP, so I was able to add that to them. But you could do clutch kicker or the other one they have. It really don't matter. But the main thing is have focus kicker because it does help out with the kick meter. All right, now let's go to our strategy card so I can show you guys what I have. So my whole O-line, right, is a 99 overall. And the reason why some of my O-line are only 96 overall. But with these strategy cards, they're boosted up to a 9. They went up 3 overalls. Some will only go up 2 overalls, but my whole line is a 99 overall, and none of them are actually 99 by themselves. And like I said, they're down quite a bit of overalls. So this is what I run on my O-line. I have this uncommon strategy card called Play Fake, and it boosts up all positions, and it does apply to every card, even wide receivers, everything. But the people who are mostly affected is my O-line because of what it does. It helps out the passing and the running and stuff like that. So then you see I have the zone run right here too. So if I put this zone run in and I actually, you know, add the train in order to boost it all the way up, it actually will get my O-line up to a 99 also. So these 2 cards right here, I'm telling you right now, will help out get your team up to your offense up to a 99, depending on what you're running, just to let you guys know that, okay? So I have those 2. I just put play fake recently and it worked. Then I got this rare card, which is Paved the Way. It's the O-line. So these 2 cards alone, if you're running those same offensive line that I have, will get your O-line up to a 99 overall. But if you're running a different offensive line, like you have a 96, 97 overall, it should get them up to a 99 overall. I don't know how that specific player is, but for mine, it goes up to a 99. But majority of them, it should go up to a 99. Like I said, I have 96 overalls on my offensive line, and they're 99 now because I have these 2 strategy cards. On my defense, and it only applies to the defense, just to let you guys know, for your kicker and punter, if you guys get the leg to get the kicker and punter to a 99, you have to at least have a 96 overall kicker and punter to get it up to a 99 overall, right? When it comes to your kicker and punter. But you can only apply this strategy card to your defensive strategy, so keep that in mind, right? So you put it right here and then it boosts up. It won't go on the offense, it only goes on the defense. So just a heads up, just so you can figure out what you're going to do and arrange your strategy cards if you have to, you know, mess up some of your defensive strategy cards already that you have in order to get the leg right. But at least have a 96 overall kicker and punter in order to get it up to a 99. So that's what I have on him, and it's a red card. And then I just added this. I didn't have to. I just added just for extra. I put in the zone for my defensive backs, and it's good because it gets +1 speed. I'm not really concerned about too much speed this year because it don't seem to be 100% effective. It does help out, but not as much as you would think it does. So I did add it on them because it did boost up my DBs, but I'm not really 100% concerned. But I added on them as the +1 speed. But eventually my DBs are going to be all 99 gold. So I go ahead and just use the extra speed. But for those who are still in the beginning or grinding or have, you know, cards that you really want to boost up, in the zone will be good and with the speed. Or you could get like the other ones like Madden and stuff like that. I don't think I have them anymore. But the ones, so you got Bull here, like this Madden one right here, they will be good. And it's just an uncommon one. It would boost up your defense tremendously because it boosts up the whole defense. So stuff like that you can actually use. I just put this one just to help, you know, with the speed a little bit. But once again though, I'm not really concerned. It's just for extra thing because my defensive backs are good. So I go, why not give them a +1 speed just to do it? But when my cards weren't so juiced up, I actually had 2 strategy cards. They boosted up the speed, but I took them out and to place them with other cards to get my defensive up to a 99 with man-to-man, and there was another one, right, that really helped out the squad. So it also depends on what you're trying to do. So that was my main focus. So that's why I put those strategy cards in. But it's all up to what you guys want to do. Like I said, you don't have to have a 99 overall. But to me, I was never concerned about it, but I was getting so much support from you guys, and I know you guys wanted to see the squad get up to there. You just wanted to see it juiced up. So I said, you know what, for you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Like I said, to me, I was winning games without it. It really didn't matter. But for the look of it, and you guys want to see how juiced up I could get it, I went ahead and did it. And once I get those new cards, the new golden tickets, we're gonna be adding them to the squad. But here, I'm gonna show you guys all the coins that I acquired in 2 days just from grinding out the game. And if you guys want to know where I got these from, I play head to head. Got a lot of wins. It wasn't that difficult. I even posted up one of my seasons to let you guys know I went all the way up to the Super Bowl, and I had a perfect season. So anyways, here it is. Let's go ahead and I'm not gonna quick sell them right now, but I'm gonna show you how much I made just in 2 days. And I didn't even play that long. I'll say maybe a couple hours each. The main thing, honestly, man, just sticking with it. Even if it's, sometimes someone get a pick off you, and you're like me, you get mad and you just want to quit. Sometimes you guys, I have to, if I want to win, I got to stick with it in order to do it, and it pays off a lot of times because at least I don't play for nothing. I get my coins. But anyways, there it is. Look at 162,000 coins, 525. Just in 2 days, man. Imagine you playing this every day and just grinding out. Like I said, I know you guys ain't got always a lot of time, but to me, I don't play weekend league. I also don't play soul battles. I want my coins now. If I'm gonna grind a game, I want to give my coins now. I don't want to wait a week to get them. So that's why I like playing seasons. And not just that, to me, I get more from seasons than I do from the other twos. And like I said, I get my coins now. So that's what I like about it. But you see right here, just from grinding out the game, that was just from seasons alone. Oh, I'm sorry, seasons, the majority of it's from seasons, and then I got the day quick sales. So I got maybe like 25K from the daily quick sales, which that adds up too. So keep that in mind. But once again, the majority of it was from seasons. So anyways, there it is there. Them were the best abilities and strategy cards you can add for your squad. Let me know what you guys are running on your squad too, and maybe you guys might have some other OP abilities you guys could share with each other in the comment section to help each other out. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. If you guys like seeing what you've seen, drop a like on the video. If you guys need sub to the channel, there will be more great amazing content coming your way. Thank you guys all for tuning in.